Welcome to Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine. I'm your host, Jill Jardine, longtime professional astrologer, psychic, healer, and yogi. In today's episode, I'm going to discuss the astrology of August 2020. You'll want to stay tuned till the end of the episode when I give sun sign forecasts for each sign. In this episode, I'm explaining the astrology of August 2020, the key aspects and dates this month, and at the end of the episode, I'll share my forecast for each sun sign. August is going to be a very pivotal month astrologically. We're reaping the eclipse fallout from the June and July eclipses and segueing into a very astrologically busy September. Let me highlight the key transits and dates of August, and then I'll give you more details on each transit. So we begin the month, and on August 3rd, 3 days in, we have a full moon with the moon in Aquarius and the sun in Leo. Sigh of relief that it is the first full moon in 2 months that is not a lunar eclipse. Moving through the month, on August 4th, Mercury enters the sign Leo until August 19th. Venus enters Cancer on August 7th. On August 15th, Uranus turns retrograde in the sign Taurus. August 18th is a new moon in Leo. In the cycle between August 12th and 17th, Mars squares Pluto in Capricorn, and Mars will square Saturn in Capricorn August 24th to 29th. Mars is a big player this month as it is moving fast through the sign Aries, which is its home court. Now, you put Mars and Aries together, you're going to have a lot of fire. So we'll probably get some aggressive, violent, and fiery energies this month, especially when we have the Mars square to Pluto, August 12th to 17th, and then the Mars squaring Saturn, August 24th to 29th. But in the meantime, let's look at this very active month of transits. Some will give us a boost for sure. Most of the early August transits look okay. But as I said, the Mars activations of Pluto can be worrisome. In fact, I have sussed out that the Mars square Pluto in the middle of the month will probably show up as weather issues and some disturbances such as hurricanes and floods and other big picture weather items. I have said at the beginning of the summer during the eclipse patterns that Florida was very vulnerable to receiving hurricanes, and some of my fellow astrologers have concurred that we are in for a very busy hurricane season during this cycle of the summer and fall of 2020. So let me start discussing this full moon on August 3rd with the sun in Leo and the moon in Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius, so I'm looking forward to it. And I think you Aquarians out there will have a good week, the week of August 3rd to 7th. Leo should be feeling fine too. In fact, most air and fire signs will get a boost from this full moon. So, a full moon in Aquarius always will happen when the sun is transiting Leo every year, which can be from the 21st of July through approximately the 23rd, 21st of August. This year it happens smack in the middle. And so what's going to happen when the full moon in Aquarius happens, it will affect the collective consciousness, because Aquarius is a sign that relates to groups. And Leo tends to be more about the individual or ego. So we may see some conflicts between what is best for the group and what is best for the individual. For example, this whole mask issue continues to reflect this and be a point of contention. The sign Aquarius is ruled by both the planet Uranus and Saturn. Uranus is a planet of freedom, and Saturn enforces rules and regulations. So we'll see a tug of war around this full moon of August 3rd between establishing more rules and controls versus individual freedoms. The whole coronavirus pandemic, of course, has brought up these issues to a head. So we'll see more conflict over rules and regs. And the ruling planet of Aquarius, Uranus, forms a difficult aspect to this full moon, squaring both the sun and moon. Uranus is transiting through the sign Taurus and goes retrograde on the 15th of August. So this full moon and Uranus going retrograde can portend some problems for the economy, issues around money, employment. This is probably related to the ongoing discussion of extending unemployment benefits and who qualifies it. Whatever new mandates roll in around the August 3rd full moon, Uranus going retrograde mid-month could undo their implementation. Aquarius rules inventions and new technologies, so there may be some positive forward moving indicators with coronavirus remedies and vaccines. The other thing we need to know about a full moon in Aquarius with the sun in Leo, Leo rules are rulers or those in power, and Aquarius is the mass. So we may see some conflict between what the rulers in the world have to say and in the country here in the United States, or those in power, and what the people want. Certainly another significator of perhaps upcoming protests. I think those are going to erupt toward the end of August. Mercury enters the sign Leo on August 4th, the day after the full moon, and it will conjunct the sun in Leo on August 16th through 17th. Sun and Mercury conjunctions often precurse turning points and big changes. There's a term for it from medieval astrology called Cassimi, when there is a tight conjunction with a planet with the sun. And sometimes the other planet is combust, or it can be empowered or disempowered. In this case, this is actually going to empower Mercury. So Mercury is the messenger. There's going to be a lot coming up in the news around that time period of August 16th and 17th. Also, this will indicate big changes and shifts in the financial markets. And as I said earlier, Leo is the significator for leaders and those in power, as well as celebrities. We will hear in the news, Mercury, more about celebrities and leaders who may die around this time, former leaders and people in power around the world who will be leaving their bodies, as well as celebrities who will be dying mid-August. Watch the news. Also, decisions made by those in power may be only serving a few and not everyone during this cycle. Venus transits into the sign Cancer on August 7th, bringing a focus on security and improving the home front. Venus is the significator of relationships, and many will be analyzing their existing relationships and desiring a certain level of peace and comfort through relationship. Venus in Cancer may have some looking at their relationships and thinking, can I weather another coronavirus quarantine with this person or these people if another one comes up, as coronavirus may have another surge? And so others will be seeking a relationship that may feel more comfortable. So there's a lot of analyzing relationship during this time and the level of comfort that one may feel in their existing relationships. Venus in Cancer is also opposing Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in Capricorn. So people are feeling deprivation of sorts from life being too restrictive now during this Venus transit through the sign Cancer. On August 15th, this is the mid-month, but it's a big keynote time astrologically. The planet Uranus has been transiting Taurus, and it turns retrograde and continues retrograde in Taurus until January 15th, 2021. That's a 5-month Uranus retrograde cycle in Taurus. Uranus is going to join all the other outer planets that are going retrograde right now, including Neptune retrograde in Pisces, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. This certainly will have implications for the economy, the stock market, the election, the presidency, and our national, international, and global futures. A lot of reversals and changes with Uranus going retrograde. Many believe we are undergoing an economic reset. And in 2021, we will emerge with a new global economy. And remember, the Sun-Mercury conjunction occurs on the 16th and 17th of August, right after Uranus goes retrograde, which can also indicate an economic shift. Uranus retrograde can unravel financial progress that has been maintained or sustained during the pandemic. August 15th, 16th, and 17th also coincides with the removal of edicts to prevent landlords from evicting tenants due to coronavirus. So we may see an uptick in homelessness or people who are really suffering because of the fact that they can be evicted and they aren't getting any extra pandemic unemployment insurance. So it should be very interesting as some things come to a head mid-month. Mars will also square Pluto from August 13th through 17th, as I said, which can bring an additional layer of public unrest, violence, and protests. I also think that this is going to be an indicator of a lot of weather conditions. As we look to mid to late August, many are still unemployed as the travel and tourist industries, airlines, cruises, restaurants, hotels, and hospitality industries have taken a big hit from coronavirus. So we may see more frustration with the unemployment and economy because of so many still being unemployed by mid-August. For those of you who work with visualization or manifestation techniques, this Uranus transiting retrograde in Taurus is not a bad thing. It actually will give you an opportunity to recalibrate your financial future. Tune into your soul and your prosperity consciousness to revision a more prosperous future for yourself and for our world and our country. This Uranus retrograde is a great time to become an entrepreneur and find a niche in which you can provide a service in our new world. So we have a bright light coming in mid-August, and that is the Leo new moon, ushered in on August 18th, showering us with some optimism and light. Despite all the other planets, the outer planets traveling retrograde, this Leo new moon will get uplifted as we have the sun and moon in Leo trining or favorably aspected by the Mars in Aries. The sun and Mars are in their dignity in Leo and Aries respectively, so they will burn bright and foster socialization, creativity, self-expression, recreation, and love and passion. So enjoy some fun in the sun while it lasts at the Leo new moon. When Mars lends a helping hand, Mars will become malicious later in the month when it squares Saturn. So Mars is our friend right now. Let's make the most of it. Because what happens is Mars will move away from this Leo new moon and all the frisky frolic that may be available to us into a frustrating aspect later. And this will occur when Sirius, Saturn, and Mars square each other from August 24th through the 29th. Mars in Aries wants to move forward and drive fast. But traffic cop Saturn in Capricorn says, wait, proceed cautiously or you'll get a ticket. We will see two different agendas come into conflict at this time. There may be more protests, violence, and use of martial or military forces against the populace. People and situations can become volatile. The Mars-Saturn square at the end of the month could be a big bump in the road regarding the reopening of schools, and plans will be put on hold or reorganized. There may be delays in openings of schools and colleges in some states, while in others, all education must be administered virtually. Whatever comes down in late August under this disruptive Mars Saturn square, keep your cool. Maybe extend your vacation. Be flexible and don't partake in large group activities. So, I've outlined the key dates and planetary actions in August 2020. In summary, it looks like early August will be lighter, more fun and frolicking, while fireworks start exploding in the second part of August, and things may feel terse. This is among the collective. Personal sun sign forecasts look much brighter. So remember, you can decide whether you want to take in the collective karma or let the collective karma trump your personal karma. Stay grounded and navigate these times through your inner GPS. Don't own the chaos out there. Stay calm, cool, and collected and ride these planetary transits in August. So now we come into the part of our podcast episode where we can find out, what does August have in store for me personally? I'm going to go through the sun sign forecast for each sign, so listen closely so that you can hear what your prediction is for this month. I'm going to start with the birthday kids, Leo, born approximately July 21st through August 21st. So August kicks off with a full moon on August 3rd with the sun in Leo and moon in Aquarius. Watch out for potential fireworks, Leo, with others, and obviously limit your contact with groups of people. Yes, even in the supermarket. You may receive some sort of shock or shocking news around that full moon. But by the Leo new moon of August 18th, all is well in Leo's world, and you can advance some plans and make connections thanks to Mercury, the messenger, conjuncting the sun and moon in Leo. Come on, baby, let the good times roll. If this wasn't enough astrological incentive to kick your butt into high gear, I don't know what you're waiting for. Maybe the Mars in Aries, which will give you a nice boost as it trines your sun in Leo. Great for health and vitality. So here's the summary for Leo this month. New beginnings, heart openings, creative impulses, love of self, loving others, and good karma. Start now and use this momentum to get things moving in an exciting direction. Your lucky days are August 17th, 18th, and 19th, right at the new moon in Leo. Virgo, born approximately August 21st to September 21st. You are in the last month of your solar return chart in early August until the sun goes into Virgo on August 22nd. Everyone should know that the last month before our birthday is always a good time to wrap up loose ends from the previous solar year. It is a time of endings and completions, but also the karmic return from the past birth year. This can be beneficial or difficult depending on how you used your energy this past year. Make sure you seed good intentions at your birthday this year to cultivate throughout the coming birth year. On August 19th, Mercury transits into Virgo. It's in home court, and you can get things done. August 20th to 21st, the moon transits your sign, and on August 22nd through September 22nd, the sun transits Virgo. Virgo has been getting a boost from the triple Capricorn conjunction of Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn trining your sun, which gave you a buffer of sorts during the pandemic, quarantine, and fallout. Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn are in your fifth house of recreation and play, so take advantage of opportunities to get outside. All work and no play makes Virgo a boring starmate. Your lucky days are August 19th, 20th, and 21st. Libra, born approximately September 21st to October 21st, Mars in Aries opposes your natal sun, so don't get pulled into others' arguments or issues. Everyone wants you to hear their side of the story. Watch out for gossip, stay the diplomat, and don't take sides. Don't let others aggravate or influence you too much. Mars in your seventh house of relationship could deliver a new relationship to your doorstep. Take your time despite the urge to move fast. Digestive issues could arise, and you may be sensitive to rich or damp foods. There is much to attend to on the home front, but make sure you take time to relax and kick back. Career and jobs may be very fluctuating. If you have been considering ending a job or career cycle, this may be the time to do it. Your lucky days are August 21st and 22nd. Scorpio, born approximately October 21st to November 21st. The Cancerian eclipses of late June and July 2020 contributed to an emotional roller coaster for Scorpio, and you rode the ups and downs. Leo full moon on August 3rd ushers in a big transition, and you may have achieved some goal that if you've been moving towards all year. However, it didn't come without a cost financially or to your peace of mind. Uranus, opposite your sun, has been pushing for change for a while now. It may also have required additional expenses. Venus in your 8th house has been trying to replenish the bank. In early August, Mercury and Sun transiting your 10th house of career may deliver some good news in your career and job. By the end of August, when the Sun transits into Virgo, you'll realize the cost of change is worthwhile. Your ruling planet, Pluto, with Jupiter and Saturn in Capricorn, has been protecting you from major losses and boosting your professional life. Your lucky days are August 23rd and 24th. Sagittarius, born approximately November 21st to December 21st. Your fire gets ignited again thanks to nice aspects from fellow fire signs with the Sun and Mercury and Leo and Mars and Aries stoking up the sparks of inspiration and optimism. Your energy bounces back like a tetherball. Health and vitality improve. Get out there and run, ride, surf, sail, sing, and safely socialize, Sagittarius. Make hay while the sun shines. You are finding new sources of stimulation and satisfaction. Things get really fun at the Leo new moon of August 18th when fire ignites fire and Sag is finding a new groove. Your lucky days are August 18th, August 26th, and 27th. Capricorn, born approximately December 21st to January 21st. You may feel like you have been running a marathon with Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn transiting your sign this year. However, it's time to take a break while these planets are still all retrograde during August. You'll be running again in September when they go direct. Also, you are catching your breath after weathering an 18-month eclipse cycle featuring Capricorn and Cancer. You're still rendering the eclipse fallout from June and July eclipses, so anything can be revealed and released. Take some time to integrate everything you have learned and the karmic debts you have paid. Saturn and Jupiter demand restructuring and rebuilding so you can rise like a phoenix from the Plutonian purging. You feel supported and boosted when Mercury, Moon, and Sun transit Virgo, beginning on August 19th and until the end of the month. Your lucky days are August 27th, 28th, and 29th. Aquarius, born approximately January 21st to February 18th. Aquarius full moon with Sun in Leo on August 3rd culminates old cycle and energizes new enterprises, especially in the realms of career and creativity. Coronavirus cloistering provided Aquarius with a much-needed break from group activities. Ingenious Aquarius used that time to regroup and rekindle creative fires that had been put on the back burner. When an Aquarian is given extra time, their brilliance bubbles up and creativity crescendos. Your efforts will get a boost from others when Jupiter and Saturn go direct in September and when the Sun transits Libra at the end of September into October. Mars in Aries provides more fuel for your fires and inspires your energies. You are on the move and stagnation is cleared. Pluto, transiting your karma house, allows you to reap benefits of all those karmic debts you have been paying for years. Leo new moon on August 18th sparks your relationship house, igniting romance and kindling passion. Your lucky days are August 3rd and 4th, and at the end of the month, August 30th and 31st, because the moon comes into Aquarius twice in the month of August 2020. Pisces, born approximately February 19th to March 21st. Perhaps Pisces has been feeling more sentimental and nostalgic as a result of the Cancerian eclipses of June and July. You feel things deeply, the need to retreat is real, and you are just protecting your own sacred heart. You seek heart-opening inspirations and experiences. You are dissolving obstacles in your happiness, and your intuition is heightened. You are going with the flow this summer and are delighted by the surprises Spirit sends you. Uranus in Taurus wants to deliver more prosperity, and when it goes retrograde on August 15th, you may recover some lost resources. Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn have been offering protection to Pisces, if they will accept it, and allows you to manifest what you need when you allow things to unfold naturally. Being by the water or in the water is always soothing for Pisces this summer. Be careful not to overextend or burn out during the dog days of summer. Your lucky days are August 5th and 6th. Aries, born approximately March 21st to April 21st. Full moon on August 3rd gives you a big boost, and it's go time. Mars transiting your sign makes you more impulsive, rash, and quick to anger. You are trying to make up for lost time, but be careful not to drive or move too fast. Avoid accidents. Slow down and smell the roses. Mars transits Aries for an unusually long duration this year, from June 27th, 2020 until January 7th, 2021. So you have plenty of time to achieve your goals and catch up. Uranus retrogrades in your money house on August 15th, so you may regain some losses and find new forms of prosperity. Find an outlet for all your pent-up energy. Sitting and meditating may not work now. However, running, power walking, cycling, and swimming might just be the fix you need. Your lucky days are 8/8 and August 9th. Taurus, born April 21st through May 21st. Oh, Taurus, you are one of the zodiac's hardest workers, along with fellow earth signs, Virgos, and Capricornians. But it's time to take a break. After August 20th is ideal for your well-deserved vacation. During early August, you want to fix things up around your home and make your outdoor area an oasis of relaxation and inspiration. Lay low around the Leo full moon of August 3rd. Chill out in or on the water. Very soothing for Taurus around this full moon. Uranus goes retrograde in your sign on August 15th, so that is a good time to catch up on those things you haven't had time to attend to. The Capricornian cluster of Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn have been helping you take care of business all year and continue throwing helpful glances your way. Time to get your house in order. Organize your finances now and take care of business come September. Your lucky days are August 10th and 11th. Gemini, born approximately May 21st to June 21st. Make it light and happy and get your flirt on as Venus transits through your sign until August 7th. Then it goes into your second house of money, so you might receive an unexpected boon. Uranus goes retrograde on August 15th in your house of karma and the unknown. You might get a blast from the past, for better or for worse. The wheel of karma is spinning, and past actions and relationships may come back to help or haunt you. Leo new moon on August 18th can bring in some unexpected fun in the sun. You are spontaneous and excited, awaiting the next big adventure. Your lucky days, Gemini, August 12th, 13th, and 14th. And Cancer, born approximately June 21st through July 21st. You are catching your breath after 18 months of eclipses occurring in your sign and your opposite sign, Capricorn. It's like you were hit with a Plutonian tsunami and cleaning up the mess that was left behind. Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto in Capricorn keep you in motion and continue to restructure and rebuild your life and your health. Those Cancerians born from July 12th to July 22nd are still vulnerable to the school of hard knocks from the Saturn opposition. Pluto is clearing away psychological and physical baggage, and Jupiter is holding off on delivering you some goods until you have done your work. The good news is that you don't have to weather any more eclipses, but watch the eclipse fallout, which unfolds from the July 5th, 2020 lunar eclipse in your sign from now through the end of September. Your lucky dates are August 15th and 16th. Folks, exciting news. I want to remind you that Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine can also be heard on WATD 95.9 FM, broadcasting live to Boston's South Shore and streaming live on Monday nights at 8 o'clock. You can catch the stream at 959watd.com. Tune in on a Monday night at 8. And the beauty of the radio show is that you can call in for mini readings into our studios at 781-837-4900. So tune in. On these hot summer evenings, don't you just feel like kicking back with a nice glass of wine to unwind? But you can't stand the pesticides, fillers, and wine headaches you get from most wine. Let me tell you about Scout and Cellar Clean Crafted Wine. Scout and Cellar is organic, clean crafted, and always free of synthetic pesticides, chemical additives, and sweeteners. Try this delicious pure wine straight from the grape to your glass by ordering online through their website, www.scoutandcellar.com/Jill Jardine. That's Scout, SCOUT, and AND, Cellar, CELLAR, /Jill Jardine. Thanks for tuning in, listeners. If you've liked this episode and the other Cosmic Scene episodes, please remember to give it 5 stars after you download and share it. This is Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine, signing off and sending you healing vibrations through the quantum field.